అమెరికన్ ఫర్ హిందూస్ ఫండ్ రైజింగ్ ఈవెంట్ సన్నీవేల్లో విజయవంతంగా జరిగింది. మేయర్ లీసా గిల్మోర్ ఎలక్షన్ క్యాంపెయిన్లో భాగంగా నిర్వహించిన మీట్ అండ్ గ్రీట్ కార్యక్రమానికి పలువురు ప్రవాస భారతీయులు ప్రముఖులు హాజరై విరాళాలు అందించారు. ఫండ్ రైజింగ్ ఈవెంట్కు సహకరించిన ప్రతి ఒక్కరికి మేయర్ లీసా గిల్మోర్ కృతజ్ఞతలు తెలిపారు. అమెరికా అభివృద్ధిలో ఎన్ఆర్ఐల పాత్ర ఎంతో ఉందన్నారు.
It's my honor and privilege to welcome the Santa Clara Mayor, Lisa Gilmore. Let's welcome her to Sakshi TV US. Hello Lisa, welcome to Sakshi TV US.
Thank you. I'm so excited to be here. Thank you for talking to me today.
Yeah. It's pleasure for me. And I heard so much about you that you help women from any origins. I mean especially the Asian women's coming to you for any guidance or help. And what do you think about so many Indian women here in your county?
I think, first of all, we're so fortunate in the city of Santa Clara to have a diverse community with a huge Indian population. And I've met so many wonderful Indian women, and they have come to me with some issues that they'd like to help me to help them solve in the community. And I am right there with them and working together with them to help solve some issues.
Yeah, so the Silicon Valley, we see a lot of Indian women into the technology. So what's your opinion about it? Many Indian women, I think many more has to join the technology and be financially independent. What do you think about women getting financially independent here in Silicon Valley?
I think it's really important because I see two different types of women come here. One that are involved in Silicon Valley in the tech industry and are very self-sufficient and confident, very confident about themselves. The others I see maybe come with their husbands and are not so confident and are at home and a little bit fearful of finding resources and others. So we want to put the two together and help each other.
Yeah, so most of the Indian women we are seeing right now, not just Indian, the Asian women are, suppressing themselves and not coming out, and they are suffering from domestic violence. So it is your county. So do you have any plans or any committee to support such women who are suffering with domestic violence and they are not coming out due to their immigration status?
So I have a show called Mayor at Noon in Santa Clara that I started during the pandemic, and one of my guests was Zakia Afreen from Maitri, who is the helps women of domestic violence from East Asian countries, and so I work with her to help her get the resources to the women because they don't know what's available, and once we get them the resources, it empowers them to help themselves in these domestic violence situations that are really troubling for me.
Yeah. How safe is Santa Clara County for women? I know I'm asking too many questions about women.
No, it's all about women. Future is female. Remember that. Future is female. In Santa Clara, we have our own police chief who is very sensitive towards women's issues. If we have domestic violence calls, domestic violence issues, we're right on top of it. Sometimes a little too much, but we are right on top of it because we support women. We have women on our city council. We have women in city leadership. So we love to support each other. We have to support each other. We're all that we have, so it's important.
Yeah. What do you think the contribution of Indians here in Silicon Valley? I mean, there are so much Indian population growing day by day, and many of them are joining the big tech companies and they're starting startups and they're putting so much in American economy. So what do you think about the relationship between India and America?
I think it's great and it's growing. In Santa Clara, our Indian population has grown so much over the years, and they bring such an intelligence to our community that we haven't had here before. It's amazing to have the brain power coming from India here, and it's in all different sections of our economy. The tech, the medical fields, education, so many ways that are making our community in Santa Clara better. So I'm really excited. I'm learning so much about the Indian community. I'm getting involved in all the activities in Santa Clara, and I'm just really grateful to have this level of culture and history and tradition coming to Santa Clara.
So when you talk about diversity, where there is diversity, there are a lot of positives and negatives. So there's a lot of racial discrimination happening, especially in high schools. So what do you think about it?
Well, there's things happening for sure, and I started a group, a task force in Santa Clara, a task force, a diversity, equity, and inclusion task force, and we have volunteer groups from all different ethnic and racial backgrounds, and really we're taking a good hard look at ourselves as a community, saying where are we going wrong, how can we be better, and we're doing listening tours and bringing in people to talk to our task force and taking a hard look at ourselves, and it's not always easy. It's it's not pleasant, some of the things that we see.
So, American for Hindus, Satish Garu, you've been supporting so much, and you're here today to support our Mayor Lisa. And what's your opinion about it?
Sure. Thank you so much. Being Lisa Gilmore from our city, it's my privilege, to support her. So from Americans for Hindus, she has been very cooperative. She has been proactive to whatever the Indian causes, as well as for the Asian community and for the women, as she was talking. And the other thing is, I've been part of the Chief Advisory Committee for Santa Clara Police, and I have seen the DARE program, what she has initiated, has brought humongous change in the high school and the middle school going grades, and especially my own son as part of the DARE program, and he really appreciates, and they get so much of confidence and they can face it. And it's a great thing that Lisa is here, and we are very proud as part of Americans for Hindus family to support her. She supports for Hindu causes like Darshana exhibit, and wherever she is there, and we are thankful, and hopefully she gets re-elected and be part of our another 4-year long run. Thank you so much, Lisa.
So, my last question to Mayor Lisa. So, if you get elected for the coming term, what are your plans?
Well, first of all, to recover from COVID, because our city's taken a big hit in so many ways, and we still have a huge amount of people that are in need. So I want to make sure everyone's fed and they have shelter and places to live and jobs. So that's really, I'm going to focus on that. Our public safety, to make sure that all the communities in our city are protected. And that's why police and fire are endorsing me as well. Make sure everyone's protected, and getting our budget back on track so that we can provide the services to our community that they deserve.
Wish you good luck.
Thank you so much.